Okay, that's not cool. Oh. That's horrifying, like, as a person to be in that moment. Knowing there's a freaking Demogorgon under the water. I mean, that's smart, they're using the door to try to save each other, but for those things coming and hearing that noise...
I don't get how you keep sinking. I don't get the physics of that. Because there's a bottom, right?
Yeah.
So you just stay on top of it?
I think it's because they're so much heavier. The heavy sinks.
Yeah, because it's not, like, it's really deep. Like, the floor is not just, like, there.
Yeah, like, that is, like, 10 feet of just corn.
Yeah.
And so when you put something that weighs a lot, like a human,
Yeah.
it's just gonna start sinking down, because that's just the way, I guess, gravity and physics work.
I guess I feel like the corn would just, like, stack on top of itself, because it's compacted.
See, I think we would think that, but I think because of just the fluidity of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is super, like...
The way it's shaped and, like, the aesthetic of it.
That makes sense.
Can you just imagine if the monster somehow comes up through the corn? Ah!
Came from the top. So I guess they're lurking there, like the monsters, because they know that there's something there. Like they know there's something making noise, and they haven't caught anything yet.
Too bad they can't just pick up a rock and just throw it as hard as they can somewhere, and then just walk the other way.
Well, I mean, they could, but I think the thing is they're looking for something making that noise.
Yeah.
My groceries, where did shotgun go?
You left it at the house?
They probably left it with the mom.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, shit.
Did she turn off the hearing aid, or did it just stop?
She turned it off. Because she doesn't understand that that's like pushing them away. Or repelling them.
This whole time she thought that he didn't love her.
Yeah.
And now he's just gonna let himself get taken.
Anyway,
Cut to a commercial.
Kentucky Fried Chicken!
What are your thoughts on KFC's
Oh my gosh!
There are 11 herbs and spices!
I still don't get why he didn't want them to see this, though.
Because that's overwhelming for a kid. That's scary.
What? Seeing that their dad's trying to figure stuff out.
That they have no hope. That they haven't found any help.
Oh, gotcha.
That they're like so desperately trying to like find help and they can't.
Okay.
My question is, why the hell ain't there a frickin' door?
There probably is. They just left it.
Because of the creak when you open it and use the door.
Oh, okay, no, that's good. I didn't think of that.
There's no doors anywhere.
I know, I feel like a lot of like monster movies, they like tease the monster, but they're not actually there with the main characters. In this movie, the monster is just like continuously there with the main characters. It's kind of annoying. It's like it's too much.
Annoying? I think it's awesome.
I think it's
different.
too much.
I think they're just really eager just to like find what they're looking for.
I mean, it just ate the dad.
Yeah, but like you said, like they heard the truck, they know that there's something else. Or at least they're trying to find if there's anything else.
Dude, literally, her hearing aid is doing like a cruciatic curse on it. I don't know that I like the whole freaking like head brain almost transforming thing.
It's Venom.
No.
Not Venom.
Venom.
Because like, you know how like the Transformer did do that?
They don't.
Maybe
That's
it can't,
literally what their head does.
maybe
It's
it can
kinda
turn into a
stupid.
Their
car.
heads don't do that. Their wings pop out.
Dang. Like literally just like almost the sound of nothing brings a couple of them. Wouldn't a shotgun bring a ton of them?
Yeah.
She's like, I know it's gonna hurt, but you use that hearing aid and you use it right now, Missy. Dang. What a way to end it. She's just like, yo, I just got my foot stepped on a nail. I just delivered a baby. I've just been horrified. My husband just got eaten. And now I'm about to shoot some mother frickin' Demogorgons. Alright, so we just finished the movie. What'd you guys think?
I still really like it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot better than I think I did the first time I saw it. It was pretty cool.
There's a lot of like freaky movies or thrillers or scary movies where like the ideas are cool and it can be scary, but like a lot of times I don't really care that much about the characters.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, like I pretty much,
You were emotionally invested.
yeah, I cared
Yeah.
about everyone
They make-
except the youngest, like the son. I thought he
The
was
one that
okay.
showed in the very beginning, or the other one?
The other one.
Oh, okay.
I think they did a good job at making
Still
you
good.
care about the characters.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think?
I've been waiting a long time to see this because I saw it from the very beginning.
Mhm.
I remember when the trailers were coming out, and I always wanted to see it, but I guess it was just never a priority, so I never went to go see it. But I just thought it was cool them incorporating a movie with a deaf actor and making it kind of be centered around hearing and not hearing.
Yeah.
Being a deaf person myself, I always thought that was cool, so that was one reason I always wanted to check out this movie, but I just never got around to it. So it's cool to actually see how they did it, and I think they did a pretty good job in having a deaf person represented in the movie.
Yeah, so all the acting is really great. So Jim Halpert from The Office
John Krasinski
can direct a movie. Because I think he wrote it and I think he helped write it and direct. He definitely directed it.
Yeah.
So
He
probably should have watched more of the credits to see.
Did he do the second one?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta watch that.
We'll watch it.
We definitely gotta do that one next.
Yeah.
You know what else he can do? He could play a pretty amazing Mr. Fantastic, Marvel.
Nah.
Keep that in mind, Kevin Feige.
If Emily Blunt isn't in it though, I don't think he'll. I mean, he'll probably play a character, but I don't know about Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's true. But you gotta admit that would be pretty awesome having both of them as Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, we know she's not gonna do it, so.
I mean, never know.
All right.
Minds have been changed. Chris Evans wasn't gonna be Captain America.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
His mind got changed, and look at how great that turned out.
That's
if
true.
anyone was gonna change their mind to be a powerhouse in the MCU, it would be Emily Blunt and John Krasinski in the Fantastic Four. No doubt.
Not to mention, also Chris Evans actually liked being Captain America. So, from what I could tell.
Yeah.
Anyways, but back to the movie. What were you guys saying about the monster design? Or how they were?
I just didn't like the head. Like how it's like a transformer the way it goes.
It's not really a transformer. It wasn't like
Kind of.
overlapping. It was just like the plates just popping out.
It wasn't transforming, but I mean literally if you watch like the Michael Bay Transformers and then you watch like how its head was like morphing, I didn't like it. Like what was the point?
I think it was like trying to channel the sounds that it was hearing.
But I mean, why would the head do that?
And then
like it has those giant ears.
And then when it was like getting that frequency, like it was just really messing it up. I don't know, man. Like why did it have big claws?
Because it's a monster.
To tear
Exactly.
Oh, they're better to claw you up with, my dear.
Exactly. It was a monster, so they did that to make it like more freaky-ish.
But it wasn't freaky. It was more annoying.
I thought it looked cool.
That's pretty cool.
Personally.
I don't know. Like a Demogorgon, at least when it opens up, it's because it's opening up its mouth to eat someone, and then it closes when it goes into like defense mode.
Defense mode.
But I mean,
Well, I think that's what this does. It opens it up so it
Yeah,
can
literally.
hear, and then it closes it up to protect its. Obviously, it's pretty defenseless when its things are stuck.
okay, I will say this though. Did it open up when it was hearing? Because it looked like it wasn't opening up when it was hearing. Its ears was there open the entire time. It didn't open and close for its ears.
Well, I think it moves. Like I think it moves, like whether it's covering its ears or like moving to.
Like antennas, kind of like heightening in on the sound.
I guess.
Because like
I don't know.
sound deflects off of objects, so maybe that affected that somehow.
I don't know. I wish the head sculpt was a little bit different. But other than that, I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I like it. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite scary movies from recently.
Does it count as a scary movie?
What would you class?
I think it's more like.
It's more
suspense.
jump scares, so
But like, it wouldn't be a thriller. Like,
wouldn't it?
it's not a horror movie.
It's not horror.
No,
I
I
think
wouldn't
it's
call
just
it
like a
scary.
suspense movie.
Yeah, suspense.
suspense, survival,
Yeah.
apocalyptic. But yeah, I like. Yeah, first time I saw that, and then this time I'm still like, yeah, it's still a good movie. It's still
Honestly, the scariest part in this movie was that old guy.
oh yeah,
That old guy was the creepiest thing in this movie.
I
Let's
thought-
be honest.
Just-
like, hands down, let's ignore the CGI of the monster. Let's just look at that old guy just sitting there in the middle of the forest by himself with his dead wife, and then he just lets out a scream.
that
Was truly horrifying.
that guy was a jerk. He was a selfish jerk.
I wouldn't call him a jerk. I mean, his wife just got straight up
His
murdered.
wife is
He
dead.
didn't want to live anymore.
But
Granted,
he
he could have waited
waited.
5 minutes Just 5 minutes for them to get out of earshot, but
He's like standing there and he sees his
I
father
think that
and
would be
son.
weird if it's like, all right, I'm ready to die. Oh wait, there's people coming. Go ahead, walk through. And then once you guys walk through, then I'm gonna kill myself. Like,
I don't know. It just shows he's not a very considerate. person.
Someone who's like ready to kill themselves like that. Don't like. Why would they care?
they won't think about someone
Yeah,
else.
why would they care about anyone else?
I don't know. I feel like someone might be like, if
I think it depends on who the person
that's
is.
the thing. That's what I'm
And
saying.
Think about it. That was over 400 days since everything went down.
Yeah.
So, it's just been this dude and his wife probably alone for those 400 days. And now she's gone. That's all he had left.
That's true. He
is
them.
traumatized. He is in a sense of he's not thinking or caring about other people.
Yeah, he wasn't thinking.
He just
That's a good
screw
point.
it.
He probably saw them as like, you're not gonna last either. So it was just like, oh well.
He's like, hey, let's just all die together, right?
I don't know. The first time I saw that old man and he was like getting ready to scream, I thought that was funny. I didn't think there was anything like creepy about it, but
You thought it was funny? Just him like,
It's just a one guy at the theater laughing. Dead quiet.
Not the situation it was in, but just the facial expression.
his face was kind of interesting because he was just like,
yeah, like the old man thing.
That's what creeped me out, though. Just like the way his face just kind of like morphed a little bit.
well, that's why it worked. He was creepy. He was a creepy currently single guy.
Currently single, ready to mingle. Those monsters weren't interested.
Bachelor number 1.
Yeah. What else though?
I like that we know they have a weakness now, even though it took literally like the very end of the movie to see it come to fruition.
Yeah.
And I like that Mama knows how to handle a shotgun.
Yeah, shotguns are awesome.
She's just straight up.
You live in the country. You should know how to use.
Well, wait. But she didn't necessarily live in the country. They were in the rural.
That was a pretty
suburbs
small
first.
town, though.
Maybe, but
It looked like a small town.
there's no guarantee she knew how to use a shotgun before this all went down. So I'm just saying that's impressive. If she didn't, that she was able to handle that thing immediately.
Well, I'm assuming
And that's
they would
just
have
pure
learned.
adrenaline after literally stepping on a nail and bleeding out, delivering a baby,
And walking
having
around.
her husband killed,
Walking around
being
with
terrified,
giving
and then
over.
she just straight up standing there and just like.
Well, it took her a while to want to shoot, because when she was standing with the kids, you know, she was hesitating.
Well, I think she was hesitating
I don't
because
think
she
she
knew
said-
she made the sound,
Yeah.
and they were invincible. She
Yeah.
knew she could shoot it, but it wouldn't do anything until that weakness came into fruition.
Well, even then, like, she seemed like really like she wasn't ready for all those monsters to come until she checked the screen. Like, once she did it, she realized it. But I don't think she was thinking about that at the time.
No.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the first one at least.
The first one, I think, was more like she wasn't going to shoot it unless she had to. Which, for all we know, like, for all she knew, it probably could have just, like, been in there, looked around, and then walked out.
And see, that's what I was waiting for, but that didn't happen very often. They just kept hanging out and watching them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it shouldn't have lingered as long, and
Well,
should
that's
have
the thing.
had more
Like,
of it leaving.
it tries to like find what it heard. Like when you heard the raccoons on the roof,
Mhm.
and like it was like lingering there because it was trying to find the sound until it found the raccoon and it ate it.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah, so I like the fact that they lingered, like, not even necessarily in the same room, but just on the property. Even they could just be there, and you wouldn't.
They were just creeping.
They wouldn't know it, and you wouldn't know it. Makes it interesting.
Makes it scary.
Yeah.
Spooky.
So it was effective. It was like effective suspense. So, yeah, I'm glad I got to watch it again.
Well,
So.
I'm never going to the cornfields ever again. That's the one takeaway from this movie. I don't know. I think that was about it.
Yeah.
Decent movie. Love John Krasinski. Literally the greatest.
I just wish I could grow facial hair like him. That's my takeaway from this movie.
Maybe one day.
When I'm like 60, I'll be able to grow it all in. So,
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching along with us, guys, and hopefully we'll be back with you with another video.
Yep. See you guys.
send off slogan.